All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Bold Banter. It's your boy Curtis Gaffron. We have Kendrick here. Kendrick, how's it going, man?
What's up, guys? Hello, San Diego. It was a tough loss yesterday, but we're going to go over it. We'll get right into it.
Yeah, Kendrick and I were talking about how we had a chance at this AFC West division, and a lot of people on the internet strongly had opinions about it. But I think our team came into this game looking like a team that can fight and that will fight to the end of the season. But first, let's talk about some stadium news. So today, we heard that the NFL will be going around to Oakland, St. Louis, and San Diego to have a hearing type setting with NFL representatives and fans of the city to talk about their team possibly leaving. And I guess we're just trying to hear what the fans have to say before they make a decision, which is fair. But tomorrow morning, I believe it was, at 8 a.m., you can register for the October 28th, I believe, is when they're going to have the event. Is that right, Kendrick?
Yeah, the Chargers, the Rams will be on the 27th, the Chargers on the 28th, and the Raiders on the 29th.
Yep. So October 28th, Speckles Theater. Or no, sorry, Balboa Theater, right? In
Yeah,
Balboa
Balboa
Park. Yep.
Theater. hmm
Yep. And it holds about
And then
1,000.
season ticket holders are going to get first priority.
Yeah,
So
they'll
if
get
you're a
first
season
priority.
ticket holder, you can get first priority for it.
But still, keep your eyes open for when the availability to apply to get in to the event is tomorrow morning, because it's going to be a hot commodity. And I was reading like the details of each little thing in that hearing, and fans get a good amount of time to talk and voice their opinion during this event.
Yeah, but I think it's all hype machine too. I think that they're going to try to assess how much fan interest there is from each city. And I think if San Diego has a good showing of fans, I think we have a good shot of the Chargers staying, and a lot of Rams fans showing support for the Rams moving to LA, then that can turn the tide a lot. Um, as far as the hearing in St. Louis, I don't really think there's going to be a lot of fans wanting them to stay. Chargers, I expect a lot of people from San Diego. We've had rallies, we've had all kinds of fans showing up wanting them to stay. It's going to be good. And then the Raiders could be the same thing as Rams. The Raiders is kind of, I like that they're last because they could be kind of middling, you know? It could be you want them to stay, you want them to leave. So I think that's what we're really going to see here is the NFL is kind of using this as, hey, we're going to give back to the fans. We're going to give you an opportunity to talk. They're going to take a lot of data from this, and they're going to decide what the next move should be here.
Yep. And it's a smart plan by the NFL to kind of gauge where everyone's at and where the fans are at on their current situation for their team. In St. Louis, it's still kind of tricky where, you have the fans that want them to stay, but the owner doesn't. And then you have fans in LA that want the Rams, a lot of fans. So we'll see what happens with that. But it's very interesting, and I hope that we can go out and represent our Chargers when they're here October 28th, NFL.
Maybe we can record a live Bull Banter show or something. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
also, the event will be live streaming, I heard, or I saw in the little article from UT.
That's awesome.
So if we can't get in, we can watch it live and then talk about it after.
You
But
should register to try to get in and be like, hi, this is Curtis Geffner from Bull Banter. This is my
Oh, yeah.
question.
Shout out.
We'll film
Twitter,
it,
Banter,
put it on our
YouTube.
YouTube.
People will, follow and like and subscribe right there.
That alone
Right.
could just blow us out of the water. That could be good.
Launch us. All right. So yesterday we had a game against Green Bay. Quite a interesting start to the game. At one point it was 17-3. And from there I was nervous. I was worried it was just going to be a continual blowout from there, but Philip Rivers stepped it up and led a team down the field, scored a touchdown before the half. And then from there, it was just tight. We scored again, and it got
And it was a whole new ball game from that point. It was just back and forth the whole way down.
whole way down. But our team, the mentality, I feel like, of his team this game seemed different. Something was different. McCoy was coaching differently. He was more of a he was conservative, but he was playing more aggressively or coaching more aggressively.
Well, no,
I felt.
I think that's the difference. He played like we're gonna lose this game if we don't go for it on a fourth down here. Like
Yep.
he played aggressive, he played to win, and that's the way they need to be playing for the rest of the season.
Oh yeah.
Like when was the last time you saw Corey Legion actually like giving pressure to a guy? It's been a few weeks, and he gets a sack, he gets in there. Jerry Tauchu showing up, like
Oh yeah.
defense is playing very physical. And I said it on Twitter. Jason Verrett shuts down Randall Cobb, shuts down James Jones for as much as he can. Who's the leading receiver for the Packers in this game? Jeff Janis, bro. Come on right now.
Yep.
I mean, we'll get to Brandon Flowers later on, but
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that's another story. Quite the opposite. But yeah, what a game. I mean, the game went to the very end. Chargers on the goal line. They can't convert to score a touchdown to tie the game. And so far from a lot of Charger fans, a lot of debate on some play calling.
yeah, they ran 3 plays to Woodhead.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna be real with you right now. There was no one on the offense that they could trust more than Woodhead, because Gates drew the double team, and they felt like Woodhead was gonna have the best opportunity. Keenan Allen wasn't out there. Stevie Johnson wasn't out there. Floyd's out there on the outside. Like he's not really gonna do a lot in the red zone. I think Green was covered up in the middle. So they thought they had a good chance with Woodhead in the open. And I'm going to be honest with you, on 4th and goal, that's a good play by that Packers corner. That's straight up, that street ball move where you know the guys to your left, you know that's the only spot he can be, and you watch the quarterback, and if he's going to throw it there, you're going to jump out and you're going to jump for that ball, and he gets it. That's an amazing play. And I'm so sick of the Charger fans that were like, oh, Rivers choked. He choked it here. Frank Reich couldn't call the play. Yeah. Who did they have to throw it to? That's all I'm saying. Come on now. And I thought on that running play on 3rd and goal, I very much disagree with that. I think we should have tried to screen it with Jacoby Jones or something, not run the ball. I think we should have been passing on all 4 downs. A lot of people talked about on the 2nd and goal how Rivers could have run it. You're crazy. You're out of your freaking mind if you thought Rivers was actually going to run the ball 5 yards. You're out of your gourd. Clay Matthews in the middle? Are you kidding me?
Like, imagine what a story that would be, though, if he did.
Yeah, but like, imagine what a story would be when he planted his shoulder into Clay Matthews and he broke his collarbone. Like, you can't be doing that stuff. But, like, I thought we got our looks. I thought that we had our opportunity. And I thought that the Packers just made one big play.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, Woodhead was right there. And you watch the play, and it's a bullet just going right to Woodhead. And then, you know, deflect at the perfect time.
And what's crazy, too, is on 2nd and goal, they ran that 4th and goal play. And he missed Woodhead. He went for Gates up in the seam going to the corner.
Yep.
And I felt like they should have ran that play again and hit Gates in the seam in the corner again rather than going for Woodhead. I think Rivers played it safe there.
Yeah, I think
that's the only thing I'll say is that they ran that play. I wish they ran it 3 times and then tried to get it to Woodhead again. And then if they didn't have that, try to get it to Gates in the seam.
You know, one thing I think our team is lacking, from my understanding, is a running back that really has bulk to where a goal line situation like that shows up, we can just hand it off to him. You know what I mean?
Well, if we want to get into that right now,
sure.
Our bulk running back put the ball on the ground twice, and he's in the doghouse right now.
Well, he's in the doghouse. He's in timeout.
You gonna tell me right now that we're gonna trust that guy with the 5-yard line going up? Nope. We're gonna pass the ball.
Yep.
Like, that's all I'll say. Like, I still saw people yesterday in the 3rd quarter. Why did we trade up for a 1st-round pick? He put the ball on the ground twice, man. Remember when the Bengals were here? Jeremy Hill fumbled it twice. They put Gio Bernard in. He showed up. That's what we wanted to see from Brandon Oliver and Danny Woodhead.
Yep.
Come on now. And I thought Woodhead had a great game receiving.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do that. You got to put him on timeout or, you know, put him out. McCoy did a great job of disciplining him like that.
Yeah, he's got 4 fumbles on the ground this season. Like, you take the good with the bad. He had an amazing 25-yard run on that big drive we had there. Huge run when we got into open space, but I don't think our line's good enough to where he can get in between the tackles and just get up there through the middle. And he's not really taking care of the ball. Like, you don't see 2 hands on the ball. James Starks, when he was running the ball for the Packers, ran it very well. 2 hands on the ball. He's got it.
That run, watching that run killed me.
Oh my gosh, I know. And that's where Melvin Ingram needs to be, and that's where Jaleel Adai needs to be. And if we're going to be hard on people right now, Melvin Ingram had his worst game of his career in this. If you look at the stat line, you want to know what his one stat was? He had one hit on the quarterback, and then everything else is a big zero.
Nothing.
And he should take he's responsibility for that James Starks touchdown. That's his scene. That's his contain. And he ran up the middle because he thought that's where Starks was going, and Starks makes a good cut going outside. You have to get outside contain.
Yep, Melvin Ingram's at the bottom there. Bunch of zeros.
Yep.
Yeah. And now, we have, with all these injuries, too, now we have concerns for Keenan Allen and Weddle. And it's just
I would be more concerned about Weddle than Keenan. I think Keenan's fine. It's just a hip flexor.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a precaution. His catches in this game, though, the total amount of catches that Keenan has in this game, 14. He had 15 in the home opener. Like, he almost broke the record that he already holds for most catches in a game.
Yep.
And it says a lot about the receivers that we have out there. Like, Stevie's not out there yet. Hopefully he'll be back. Because if we can have a full receiving core and just wreck the Raiders, like, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're all looking forward to it. And Keenan's a talker, man. He's gonna be talking all day.
Oh yeah,
the Oakland guys out there. And
Inman's been stepping it up when Johnson's been gone.
Yeah, for sure. I think Dontrell Inman's played great. He got the touchdown there at the end of the first half.
Great, good stuff. And then how about our defense? Let's talk about that for a second. We were concerned about Weddle. He said he heard a pop, which is never a good thing.
We'll probably get more on him on Wednesday.
Yeah,
I think. But if we're going to talk about someone on defense who isn't showing up right now, we're going to talk about Brandon Flowers.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know if he's feeling old. Something's very wrong with him right now. Like, he's making dumb pass interference calls, dumb holding calls. When a touchdown gets scored over him, I don't really understand what he was thinking. And I don't think I've seen Brandon Flowers make a good play this entire season.
He's made a couple good plays, but ever since he got injured, he just seems to have acquired Jamaritis. Quentin Jamaritis, where he's slow, he's not playing smart, he's chasing people.
I mean, before you know it, he's going to be like Quentin Jammer sitting down on the ground while Demaryius Thomas runs past him for 50 yards. Like,
exactly.
Real talk right now.
Scary.
It's scary. It's very scary. And I wouldn't trust Brandon Flowers covering Amari Cooper. And it's going to be an amazing matchup for Jason Verrett if he's on Amari Cooper, because I think Verrett did a great job against A.J. Green.
Oh, yeah.
I think he did a great job against Calvin Johnson. I think he did a great job against Randall Cobb. And I thought I did a great job against Antonio Brown. So let's see him shut down Cooper. Because I'm going to be real with you right now, Amari Cooper's a stud. Amari Cooper is a straight-up stud wide receiver. He's going to be a great in this league for a very long time. And I think Jason Verrett very much has shown he has the ability to shut this guy down.
So from this game, we saw a lot of good things, some bad things. But even though it was a loss, I could totally say as a fan that I am encouraged and staying positive through this loss. There's a lot of good things came out of this loss.
Yeah, like we talked about it. We weren't able to film a preview show on Friday, but my prediction for this game was 31-17. Like, when people were texting me like, oh man, the Chargers are getting wrecked right now, it's 17-3, I was like, business as usual. Like, I expected the Packers to go out there and take care of business.
Yep.
And the Chargers showed up in this game. And I said it before, and I'll say it again. From this point on, I think they're going to win this season out. And if yesterday, that mantra, that attitude that came out with playing yesterday doesn't show you that, like, you're crazy. You're out of your mind. Because I watched the Broncos play yesterday before this game. They're weak sauce. They're backpacked by their defense.
Philip Rivers threw for 503 yards.
Yeah.
And lost.
No interceptions.
No interceptions.
No interceptions.
Gotta be up there in the terms of one of the best performances. No interceptions, 503 yards. I mean, come on.
His quarterback rating is near perfect. I'm just gonna say that.
Crazy. And
But
people
at the
still
same
complain.
time, I don't want him throwing 65 times a game.
No.
I'd like our running back to have at least 30 attempts.
He's a pitcher now for Major League Baseball.
Pretty much, and it's going to be like this. Like we've talked about it before, the schedule bodes very well for this team.
Yep.
Schedule's looking good, and we'll talk about it more on Friday. But I liked the Broncos schedule. I liked the Raiders schedule. I liked the Chiefs schedule. The Broncos could absolutely be in some hot water by the time we play them. The Raiders may not win another game this season, and the Chargers could win out.
And the Chiefs are in a little bit of trouble right now.
I'm not even worried. I'm not even thinking about them because
there you go.
I can't even help you. Like, Jeremy Maclin's gone. I'm sorry. Like, put it in. Go out there, draft a receiver, draft a corner. Go do what you got to do, Kansas City. Like, I can't help you there. But
and Jamal Charles.
Someone's got to be the bottom feeder of this league, and it's going to be the Chiefs this year. Like,
all right, so we have a lot of good things coming from this game. McCoy seems like he is, like I was saying, different mindset. Apparently, he teared up when he was talking about Philip Rivers. I saw on Twitter. I don't know if that was true. I think it was true. Being that it was such an emotional game to the end, and Philip Rivers played an amazing game. And I hate to see people still talk, some Charger fans bring down Rivers, but that was an amazing game. That just shows what kind of a player he is and the leader he is on this team.
I saw 8 people say Rivers choked this game out. Get out of here.
Get out of town.
Get out of town. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Get out of town.
Bye.
503 yards, no interceptions. Get out of here. If you're saying that's the choking game. Gosh.
And I just looked at it right now. When the Broncos play us first game, they're playing the Patriots the week before. The last game of the season when we play the Broncos, they're playing the Bengals before us. Think about those 2 games and think about how tired they're going to be.
Also, let's talk our team's looking better. Hopefully these injuries improve. Our schedule, like we talked about, is looking up in terms of we could win out. We have the ability to do so. But Peyton Manning could be his last season for all we know.
I don't think it's going to be, but it's leaning that way.
Yep.
And, I'll be honest, I'm nervous that by the time he gets to the Chargers, it'll be try-hard mode activate. But Demaryius Thomas with his drops. Let me question. Would you have Brandon Flowers cover Demaryius Thomas or Emmanuel Sanders?
Sanders.
Interesting. Because I think Sanders is playing better than Thomas. I think Peyton will go to him a lot. But I think Sanders is playing the better football. And it's a long way away.
Yeah, it is.
Talk about it when we get there. But right now, I think Sanders playing the better football.
All right, so let's just quickly give our little review thoughts on this game. We've said a lot already, but for me, I'll give a quick little blurb. Rivers killed it. Phenomenal performance. McCoy, his mindset changed. The game plan changed for offensive coordinator. Defensive coordinators, there's a couple good game plan for defense, but there's still some plays where our defensive players did not step up and take care of business. But being that our offense was on the field for such a long period of time, it gave our defense a chance to really hold down the Packers for a little bit. And, a lot of good things have come out of this game. Some other people need to step up. I hope Weddle is okay, and we'll see what happens against the Raiders. I'm excited to see where we're going. We have some momentum going from this loss, which is a rare thing that happens.
You can only go up from here.
Yep.
You can only go up. We talked about it at the Steelers game. You can only go up from here. They're slowly going up. Going to get a little bit healthier. Orlando Franklin and King Dunlap might come back next week. Oh, my goodness. Don't expect Watt back, But watch for Franklin and watch for Dunlap. Franklin was doing a little bit of sprints here. He almost played in this game. Watch for that.
He was running around.
If Eric Weddle is out, God help us. We'll see how that plans out. Keenan Allen, expect him to play. Stevie Johnson, expect him to be back. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. And I can't wait.
One thing we didn't really mention, but I think we all kind of know, is Packers were undefeated. And we almost beat them in a way.
Yeah. And I watched ESPN First Take this morning, and their topic was, should the Packers be encouraged or discouraged by this win? And they all agreed that the Packers should be discouraged by this. That they thought the Chargers played really well, and that they made the point that whoever that corner is on the Packers, that he might have saved the Packers from embarrassment. That's what they thought. So they thought that the Chargers uncovered a lot of weaknesses in the Packers' defense. They went for 500 yards, but just that they're missing a lot on defense.
I think they did. I mean, 503 yards speaks pretty well.
It's an interesting stat, too. They talked about how Rivers is the second quarterback to throw for the most yards on the Packers, and it was Big Ben when he threw for 504. And then they also said that, like, Matt Stafford has thrown for, like, 513 or something, like when the Packers were at the Lions Stadium. And that's all pretty recent. So that's pretty interesting.
That is interesting.
Tired of these memes of this 500 yards and still lost. Get out of here. Sorry.
I don't get it. Like, I mean,
sorry, no-name corner tipped the ball.
I get the meme. Like, yeah, funny. Like, what the heck? But to me, it's not. It doesn't offend me. It's like, okay, did your quarterback throw for 500 yards?
Yeah,
Sit down.
Like whatever.
Sit down.
Excuse me while I go like a Derek Carr's 43 passer rating.
Exactly. Yeah. There was one thing I was going to say, but I forgot.
Well, Rivers also passed 2,000 passing yards on the season. So he might throw for 5,000 passing yards this year. It's a lot.
Man.
It's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's crazy.
I was going to say something that's driving me nuts, and it slipped my mind. We were talking about what was it?
Derek Carr's passer rating is 54. Pardon me. Pardon my words.
Correction. Correction.
I'm trying to look at Peyton Manning's passer rating right now.
Oh, I think I was going to say the first take when they were saying it was kind of it would have been an embarrassment. It's just like, I feel like it's a low blow to the Chargers if they said that.
No, it wasn't, because they weren't talking a low blow to the Chargers. They were complimenting them on it, that they shut up their weaknesses. But like, they still lost, you know? Like, you can't give them too much credit.
Yeah.
Kind of pull it out in the end. And Peyton Manning's passer rating is 46. Alex Smith's is 34. And if Sam Bradford has a good game tonight, Alex Smith will be the worst quarterback in the National Football League.
If you really take a look at the NFL statistics, just to compare where Philip Rivers is at in terms of yards right now, he's at 2,100. The next guy below him is 1,700. That's Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton's really good this season. He's playing great.
Great season so far. But man, Rivers is just like.
Yeah, but then you look at Cincinnati's rushing yards compared to ours, and it's kind of sad.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Ryan Matthews is healthy this season for the Eagles. Forget that. Throw that out of here.
Of course.
That's garbage. And what is it right now? Week 6? I'm also tired of these people saying that we should have taken Gurley when we couldn't have taken Gurley. So get that trash out of here. And also, if you want to talk about people that were saying we should have taken Amir Abdullah in the 3rd round, Theo Riddick's the starting quarterback for the Lions, not Amir Abdullah. Just going to throw that out there, too.
There you go.
Melvin Gordon is still the number 2 rookie running back with all the crap everyone's saying. So I don't know what you want me to tell you. The Rams drafted Todd Gurley because they're going to run him into the ground. We drafted Melvin Gordon because we're going to work on him. So just saying.
Yep. He's our project.
By the time we make the playoffs, maybe Melvin Gordon gets there. But we'll see.
Maybe once he comes out of timeout, he'll be well behaved.
Gosh, I just think about like he's gonna go in a hyperbolic time chamber and he's just gonna come out. He's gonna be like, "Let's run." The Flash. He's gonna get in touch with the Speed Force. Shout out to the Flash.
The Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon.
All right,
I just call him MG. That's it. MG.
We should wrap it up here. I think we've talked about a lot of stuff regarding this game and not regarding this game and where our Chargers are headed. So we'll have a preview of the Raiders game on Friday. We need this game. Must win. First divisional game. I'm not too worried, but we got to get the job done. So, yeah, we'll preview the game Friday. Kendrick, any last words?
I'm excited. And I'm going to be honest. I don't know what we're going to be saying about Raiders fans by the time Friday comes around, but sure enough, it's going to happen. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm of the camp. Let them talk their smack all they want to. And when the game's done, we'll come out and we'll talk our smack. That's all I'm going to say.
That's usually how it's been historically in the past couple of years.
Get your head up. Get through all the poop they're going to be slinging at you, all that good stuff on the social medias. And we'll talk about who's winning on Sunday.
All righty. All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Bolt Banter again. Please go and subscribe our page. We need all the support we can get from Charger fans and football fans alike. And also follow us on Twitter at Bolt Banter and like us on Facebook, Bolt Banter, 2 words. Thank you for watching and tuning in. We're also on iTunes, on podcasts, and we'll SoundCloud as well. We'll talk to you on Friday and preview the Raiders game. Go Chargers. The season is not over, and Bolt up.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Later, folks.